Hello and welcome to today's training video. And today we'll be talking about how to take pictures and videos on your mobile phone and how to edit them like a pro. And today's workshop is sponsored by the Year of Stories Fund, and the Year of Stories is an event supported by the Year of Stories 2022 Community Stories Fund. This is fund being delivered in partnership between Visit Scotland and Museum Gallery Scotland with support of the National Lottery Heritage Fund. And on today's program, we'll be learning how to take amazing videos and pictures using your mobile phone. That is on your mobile phone. You don't even need to go and get any professional cameras out there because what you have already in your pocket is good enough to do this job. And you would also learn how to edit the pictures that you're taking and also edit the videos and make them look professionally. And joining me today to help us to on this workshop, on this training, is Johnson. Johnson is an amazing content creator, and he will be the one walking us through how to edit your videos and pictures and how to take the amazing pictures. And also, I have with me Sudi Ojewi, who's an ace actor, and he would also be talking to us on how about camera presence and what to do, what to expect when you're standing in front of the camera to film yourself, to share your stories to the world. So let me bring Johnson in. Johnson,
Hi everyone. I'm
hello, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, good. Thank you for sparing this Sunday afternoon to join us live, and I know you'll be dropping some amazing tips on how to take pictures and videos. Let me bring in Sodi as well. Sodi,
Hello.
hi, how you doing? How's your Sunday going?
Very well. I'm still on the move, but just so we can do this training together. How is your Sunday going?
Yeah, it's good here. It's good here. Just excited about this training and
Mhm.
the tips that you guys are going to be sharing with us. We just want to, as usual, we just want to take a few comments from online just to see who's watching live. And I know that we've got okay. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday and good evening. Good evening, everyone from Raphael. And we've also got Linda in the house. Linda, good evening. Yes, so just so we know that we're not alone here. So please, if you're watching us live, just try and share these videos and comment, drop a comment so we know that we have an audience that is listening to us. Okay, so quickly, just to wait while we wait time while people join more. Sodi, what would you're an actor now, you've always been in front of the camera. What would be your advice when somebody is trying to kind of record themselves? Not the technical part now, but just psychologically, how should they respond to the camera? Because I think that's one of the reasons why many people put aside the dream of sharing their own stories or sharing their information that they want to pass across to others. What would be the greatest advice you would give?
Um, with the advent of technology and social media, things have actually gotten better. It was worse before now because a lot of people would usually struggle to be in front of the camera because before now it's the case that someone will film you instead of now you have your camera and you have everything you need. You place it in front of you, you film yourself, and then you post it online. And then obviously you get reviews from people that have seen it. Um, TikTok has also helped as well because I don't, you've seen lots of videos. People that are not even remotely into acting or that would not usually go and take pictures on their own are now doing it. And I think these things have helped. It has helped increase the confidence that people have to be in front of camera. However, the problem that most people would usually have is after filming yourself, you now would now become the critic and the judge. So before you actually post it, you'll be like, I don't like the way my head is. I don't like, I should have said it this way. I should have changed my accent, intonation, whatever. And then at the end of the day, some people tend to delete the picture or the video and then just put it aside. What I would say is, once you start taking pictures or making videos for yourself, you just need to let it go. You need to put it out there and allow other people to judge. Because if people don't judge you and tell you how good or bad it is, you won't be able to learn or improve. So it's okay to criticize yourself. It's okay to want to do better. But in order to build your own confidence, it's good to repeat it as many times as possible, and then also just put it out there and allow the comments to come, and then you can learn from that. It's easier if you're filming yourself, because obviously, again, a lot of people are able to film themselves, but when they go in front of a professional camera, so I'm talking about, for example, with Olumide, yeah, you can film yourself with TikTok, but immediately Olumide brings one of the big cameras and puts it in front of you. Everything that you've learned on TikTok and and online will actually just go out of the window, because now you are faced with the camera and with a different person in front of you that would be able to judge what you're doing immediately. Not the case that you've done it and then it takes some time for you to now put it out there. So yeah, most important thing is, with confidence, just believe in yourself. Do the most you can and allow people to criticize, to judge, and from there you can just keep learning. It's important that you do it as often as you can, and then
Yeah,
you learn from that.
it's one of the advice I give, that it's always better, even though you criticize yourself, but still post it. Let other people, let people that don't know you, that just see online, let them, from their comments, you would know what you've done wrong and what you've done right, or what you can improve. And to be honest, it's all about just being confident, share your story. And the essence of this whole training is because we want people to take part in our project, which is happening. Um, this year, and it is to create a documentary about Africans in Scotland. What some of us have done, what some people have done, the achievements they've done, the challenges, their hopes. We want our voice to be part of the Year of Stories 2022, and that is why this training is very important. So, if you're the type that knows that you're doing great in your community, we want to hear your stories. So please follow along this training, because you will know how to record and edit videos on your mobile phone. I think so many people have joined us online. One person just dropped a comment. Okay, before I put that out, there's been a few hello, hello, hello. So let's just quickly go through that. James Blessing, hello. John Nwachukwu, hellos. Steph Sams, and John is saying following. Thank you. Monica again. Good evening, everybody. Yes. Okay, James Blessing. I don't know if I brought that. Okay, then this one is for Sodi. So this person says, Sodi, sir, how about some of us with stage fright, even in front of our mirror in our room alone? How can we deal with that? It's it's not like I was laughing there, but just because she used the word even in front of our mirror. But it's that's a confirmed thing, because I remember, even though I have been working with a camera and I film people, I remember before now I can't even stand in front of the camera. And even up till now, I still get frightened. I still get, I think a few minutes before now we were still talking of how nervous I was getting. So it's just normal. It's normal. These things are there, but I feel well. So what do you have to say? Let me. The question
Um,
was directed to you.
yeah, that was funny because you said in front of the mirror, because the first thing that came to my mind was, yeah, only with the mirror. The mirror cannot really do anything to you. I mean, you're not really supposed to be shy in front of the mirror. But yeah, it can. People have different stages of stage fright. And I can categorically tell you that there are still actors that you watch on the screen that still get nervous just before they start filming. It still happens, irrespective of how many times they've been in front of the camera. Now, don't forget that scenarios also change as well, and sometimes these changes can help you deal better with with being in front of the camera. So, I'll give you an example. If you're making a video and the video is just for your friends to watch and laugh about it, more than likely you won't be nervous about it. You would probably just do the video and you put it out there. Now, if you've been asked for a self tape because you're going for an audition, that automatically puts a lot of pressure on you, and you want to put your, because it's like presenting your CV. So you want to do your best, and that all of that automatically puts pressure on you. So yes, in cases like that, then you will probably need a bit more of confidence, and relax. Take a deep breath and do it. And you might do it the first time. It might not be really good, but if you don't send it, nobody is going to tell you what you've done wrong. So yeah, you do it. Yeah, it might not look good to you. You send it to whoever it is that you're supposed to send it to, and then they'll have a look, and then they'll be able to say, oh, you should have done it this way, you should have done it that way. But yeah, what I would say is, with having stage fright or camera fright, it's usually most times to do with what the actual scenario is about. Because there are lots of times you would agree with me that you've made videos on your phone and you knew that the video wasn't going anywhere. But when you go back and look, if someone goes to your phone and looks at that video, they'll be like, "Oh, that's a really nice video." But you did it in the comfort of your home and without any pressure, and that was why you were able to do it. But as soon as you know that the video is going somewhere, then it becomes an issue. I've had this conversation with Olumide before. As he rightly pointed out, Olumide has actually tried over the last few years to be in front of camera. Olumide is the director, but he doesn't like being in front, even for pictures, and it has been like that for years. And I said to him once, I said, whenever we're filming, I'm always okay with all the filming and everything, but as soon as it gets to close-ups, that becomes automatic. My head, I know that it's a close-up, so every other thing around me is blood. It's me and the camera is right in front of your face.
Pin sharp.
As soon as that happens, a few things can happen. You can either forget your lines, you forget your actions, or you forget all of them and you just freeze. But over time, as you practice and practice and practice, you realize that, okay, close up is coming. I just need to prepare for that close up. As soon as you see the camera, you have to skip once, and then you settle in again, and then you continue.
Okay, that's brilliant tips you've shared there. To be honest, it's not easy. I can relate with the person that said even in front of her own mirror, because to be honest, it could be very, very scary, especially when you're trying to pass across message, when you're trying to pass across, say you there's something you're doing and you want people to know about it and you have to share it in form of video. It's one of the, it could be scary, but as Sodia said, just do it, post it out, even when it looks like it's not good, because the most important thing is what you're saying, not what you look like, or not what how you look. It's just the message that you have to pass across. That's the most important thing. um John said, but I posted a picture on WhatsApp and I was getting bad response that the picture is not nice. Now I do ask someone how the picture looks like before posting it. I would say don't let that put you down, because sometimes when you keep asking like that as well, it just delays things and you might not necessarily get the true response, because the people you'll be asking are most likely your friends, and friends can either be nice or horrible. They can decide to be horrible when the picture is nice, and they can decide to be nice when the picture is horrible. So I think the best feedback is always from people that you don't know, because like us, we're filmmakers, and whenever we make films, we just prefer to post it out, even when we criticize ourselves, or we decide, okay, let's change this, let's change that. We just say, okay, do you know what, let's just post this content, let's get people's honest opinion. And that is when we actually always get the best feedback from people that don't know us, and they just come across the content. They would say it, they would say it the way they feel. Do you understand? So don't hold back, post what you need to post. And I think that will be it. I think somebody's, yeah, the same person. Thanks, Odi. I'm sure to try something else with your advice. Okay, so let's try and move on quickly to actually taking these pictures. And Sodi will still be around to help us with any advice on and tips on being in front of the camera. He's one of the people that, in fact, he played a major role in me now being in front of the camera. Most of the times I'm always behind, and even now my page is filled with pictures of myself. Before, I never had pictures of me. It was always pictures of people. And one day I was just looking, is it me I'm selling now, or I'm selling people? So I have lots of pictures of myself now, all thanks to Sodi. So I believe he will be able to share some tips with us later on. But before that, let's talk about how to make videos, how to take videos and pictures on using your mobile phone or any camera. And we have Johnson, who is going to walk us through that. He has put together a video presentation to explain, everything you need to know about filming yourself, about taking pictures. Johnson, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so I'll bring the video presentation, and please, guys, just stay tuned. Watch this, try and listen to what he has shared in this presentation, and you. Okay, I think I saw one comment before I bring the presentation in. One of my lecturer gave us an assignment in school and insisted that we make a video explaining the answer. That was when I knew that even my phone can make me shy. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to overcoming this shyness and everything, and probably Johnson would also explain how he was able to overcome his own shyness to be able to put this video presentation together. So let's watch this the presentation, and then we'll come back, ask Johnson what he feels or what he has put together.
I'll be looking at 12 good steps of taking good, amazing videos for your YouTube or for any platform that you've got. I must emphasize on the importance of following these 12 good steps. So one of the first steps to have in mind is preparing your content. It is very important to prepare beforehand. Wherever you want to film, wherever you want to shoot, wherever production you want to make, is very, very important to basically prepare. So preparing is having an idea of what you want to create, the content you want to shoot, and also drafting some bullet points that you could use that you could always refer back to, that will give you a cue into what you'll be talking about. So it's very, very important to prepare and having bullet points that you could use that will add as a reminder when you are shooting. The second step I want to look at is selecting a location. It is very, very important. We all know location plays an important role in terms of the kind of content that we want to create. So location is very, very important. So when choosing a location, you want to look at somewhere that has a good scenery, depending on what you want to create, and also there's no too much background noise, because it's very, very important. Audio quality is important so that your audience will hear what exactly you are talking about. It is very, very important to have a good background and choosing a place with a low background noise. The third thing I would want to talk about is space. When I mean space, I'm talking of memory space. I'm not talking about the space. I'm talking of memory space. It is important that when you film, make sure you've got enough space on whatever device you are using. Because it is very, very important. You don't want to be filming halfway and it stops recording because there's no enough space. It will basically interrupt your flow. It will basically interrupt you, and you would have to start all over again. And in some cases, so it's always important to make sure that you've got enough space. If you need to format the memory card you do that. Or if you're using your phone, make sure that you have I suggest having up to about 3 to 2 gigabyte free space on your device that you are using, so that you have enough space to record. The fourth step I would want us to do is making sure that the place is quiet, and that also includes putting your phone on flight mode or putting your phone on silent. Especially if you're using your phone to film, I would suggest putting your phone on flight mode, so that there will be no interruption of messages that will come in, or calls that will come in, or any other interruptions that will come, because that will all only interrupt your flow, that will only interrupt your recording. So it is very, very important to put your phone on flight mode. Basically, the fifth step out of the 12 steps of having an amazing video or content, one of the most important things that I would say is where you place your phone. It is important, is either you can have a phone tripod, or you can have a camera tripod. A phone tripod is basically less hassle to basically carry. It's very, very portable. You can just put it in your handbag or anywhere and just take it with you. If you're using the phone tripod, you put your phone on the tripod on it and you just set it up and you could record. Or the camera one is basically you have to carry it, so basically extra baggage for you to carry in terms when you're going to shoot or going to film, taking it to the location. So those are the two options that you have, but you can improvise. Basically, you can, one of the ways you can also improvise is, if you're using your phone, you could stand your phone against a wall, or if you're recording in front of or facing the window, you can just use your phone, place it against the window, and you'll be able to see. And it's just anywhere that you could use, make sure your phone is safe in the first place, because you don't want to spoil your phone or your camera. So the sixth one I'll be looking at is having a mic. It is very, very important. As you can see, I'm wearing one as well. It is very, very important. Having a good mic will give a good audio, and the audience will be able to hear clearly what you're saying. You can see I've got one with me because we are outside, and if without a mic, your camera picks up most things that is happening within your surrounding. But a mic that you have directly on you would basically reduce that noise on the background, because your voice will be more over than the background noise. So it's very, very important to have a mic. There are cheap mics that you could buy, or you could, if you want to invest in it, you can also buy medium or the expensive ones. You're not limited. We know that our phones or the cameras that we use also have a built-in microphone in them that you can also use. So it's very, very important. If you don't have the option of an external mic like the one I've got now, you could use your phone mic or the camera mic. But that's why we said, in terms of choosing locations, choosing places that is less noisy, in terms of background, it's less noisy. So if you have a location that is less noisy, you will be able to use the phone mic or the camera mic to capture the audio directly. The seventh step I'll be talking about is cleaning your lens. It is very, very important, because you don't want to record a video where it is so blurry, it is so dark, and the image quality is not good. One of the things that give your video a good quality is a clean lens. So you could use a piece of cloth and clean the lens properly, your phone, because one of the things, because your phone is always in your pockets, it robs. Basically, we use our phone for daily, being on our using it for phone calls and being in our pocket. The lens is always there. So before you film, make sure that you clean your lens. It is very, very important to clean the lens of the phone. And also, in terms of with your camera, always check your camera lens as well, because that could also be blurry, and which will reduce the quality of your video. The eighth step I want to be talking about is to make sure that your phone is horizontal, especially if you are filming for your YouTube or Instagram. So what I mean by horizontal filming is landscapes. So this is vertical. So this one will be good for Instagram stories. If you're doing Instagram stories, if you're posting on Instagram stories, then this will be good. But if you want to go on YouTube or Facebook and other platforms, I'm not saying you can't use vertical on other platforms, but to have a video that will be more captivating or will be more appropriate for the platform that you are using, I would recommend using the horizontal, which is the landscape. So the landscape gives you a wider screen for audience to look at, so it's much better when you use the horizontal to film. The ninth step I'll be talking about is lighting. Lighting is very, very important. I cannot overemphasize the importance of lighting. Like we've talked about the natural light, filming outside, making sure that where you place your phone or where you are standing, there's no shadow, or also making sure that it is your audience can see you clearly. But if you have lighting and you're filming inside, it is very, very important. So to set up the lighting, make sure that your light source is about 45 degrees to your face and not directly in front of you. Also ensure that there is no bright light at the back of your head looking directly into the camera, because if you have a light that is at the back of you that looks directly into the camera, you would you are not bright enough, or you will not be captured enough, so that light will be reflecting in the camera. So the object itself will be dark, or the object itself will not be clear. So that is why it is very, very important to have that. So you can stand in front of the window if you're using we've talked about being in front of the window. If you're in front of your window and filming, you can stand in front of the window during daytime if you do not have lighting to set up. The 10th step I'll be talking about is making sure that your video size is set to about 1920 to 1080p if that is available. But if you don't have the 1920 to 1080 pixel, if that is not available, then you can set it closer to that as much as possible. Some phones or cameras shoot higher than the 1080p resolution. Just be mindful that the higher the resolution, the higher the storage space. So going back to storage space, making sure that, because if you increase the video resolution of your camera or your phone, it will take up more space. So it's just making sure that you also have that in mind when you are choosing your video resolution. The 11th step I'll be talking about is do a test run. It is very, very important for us to do a test run, because most of us, even I myself included, I just want to put the camera in front of me and boom, I just want to start recording. When that happens, there'll be loads of mistakes that you will do. But if you do a test run, you already have an idea of how you're going to go about it, and doing a test run also gives room for the mistakes that you make. You know what to correct. So always have a test run. Do a test run for. Don't just go recording and blah 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 blah. No, do a test run for. Test run any video recordings that you want to make. It is very, very, very important. Regardless of what kind of video you were doing, you have to do a test run. It is very, very important to do a test run. So that is the 11th one. The 12th and the final step I want to talk about is record your video. The world can't wait to see your message, because you've got story to tell. You've got people that are willing to hear what you're saying. Be passionate about what you're doing and go out there and make it happen, because people depends on you. So you have to go out there and make it happen. It is a passion. Now let's go and get some filming done.
Wow, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, Johnson. Thank you for sharing those tips with us. And I think there's been some comments down waiting already. But before then, I just want to quickly give a shout out to the sponsors of this workshop, which is the Year of Stories 2022. This workshop is supported by the Year of Stories 2022 Community Stories Fund. This fund is being delivered in partnership between Visit Scotland and Museums Gallery Scotland, with support from the National Lottery Heritage Fund. And this is the Year of Stories 2022. Thank you so much. Let me bring in some of the comments. I think some comments were already waiting for Sodi, but we'll bring back those ones. So Johnson, you look very, very. I think that's one thing I struggle with, to smile on camera. So how are you able to achieve that? Like, you look very confident presenting that. So yeah.
No, I was just going to say, in terms of one thing, for you to have like a natural smile you have on your face is because of the excitement or the passion that you have for it. I think
Okay.
if you have that, the smile just comes natural, because it's something you're passionate about. We all get excited when we are talking about something that we love or we like. we all get excited. So that smile just comes natural because it's something you're passionate about. But if you're talking about something that you're not passionate about, you'll be like, so like you'll be squeezing your face and things like that. So I think is the passion that I have for uh, film and recording and myself
Filming.
really.
All
It's just
Okay,
that.
we have Patience who's, I think she's sharing similar experience, saying enough space is really important. I remember making a video, boom, I got a notification that I didn't have enough storage space and I couldn't start over, so I ended up not making the video. Yes. How important is this step, Johnson? Please, as in,
Well,
what do people need to do first, and then what do they need to do if they realize, like Patience now, she didn't make the video? What would you suggest to her that she could have done or in future do
mm,
to overcome this?
in terms of that's why I said it is important to always ensure that you've got enough storage space on your phone. No, not just for one recording. I would say you should have a storage space for up to three takes. I would say three takes just to because you could record yourself once and you look through it and you really don't like it that much. You could take another recording. But the good thing is when you start editing, you have three takes, so you could just take from each video to make a more appealing, or I would say I'll use the word a better video. So it's more not just having a space to take one video, but have the space. You have enough space to take up to three recordings or three takes. So then it gives you option of videos that you could use. In terms of if you are recording midway and it stops recording, it's basically stopping it because it has stopped. It's just going back into, like, if you're using your phone, it's just going through what you can delete, because sometimes we have clustered storage or clustered space on our phone, that there are pictures that we've posted and they are still on our phone, or videos that we've taken that we are not going to. We don't. If I don't see myself going to post a video, I'd rather delete it and use that space for something else, or picture or videos that we've already posted but we still have it. So it's just making sure that you go back and delete what needs to be deleted on the phone, then recording again. So what you've recorded and what you're going to record, basically, like I said, it just adds up to what your final production really. It just adds up to it. So it's just making sure that you go back and delete other things on your phone so that you'll be able to have more space to continue the recording.
Okay, so Patience, there you go. I think rather than not making that video, what you could have done, as Johnson suggested, is you could just go over your phone, go through your space, your storage space, and delete some unwanted videos. I think even when you look at what your WhatsApp and Instagram videos have stored
Mhm.
up on your phone, you'll be able to clear so many space, because so many videos get sent on WhatsApp these days that doesn't even have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with what you want to do. So easily you can create some space there and also delete some of the old things. And is there any other thing you would want to just expatiate on? I think let me just quickly look through what we have here. Before making video, one needs space. Yes, definitely. We can't overemphasize that. And I think Patience again. This is your. She needs to come to your school, Johnson. So she's talking about making videos vertical. Me that uses vertical for all my videos. What? Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with vertical because of all these social media platforms. But Johnson, just explain what these differences are with the vertical and horizontal videos. That is landscape and portrait.
Um, I think vertical is like Instagram. Now Instagram gets gives you could. It depends. I'll say it boils down to the platform that you want to push to your videos. There's nothing wrong with vertical video, or there's nothing wrong with horizontal or landscape video. But one thing I've got, if for instance now, if someone shoot, depending on the message they want to get across, there are some recordings, or there are some messages, or some message or topic conversations that you want to have, the landscape captivates, gives a better resolution, and it just captivates it more
The
than
audience.
they've got. It will be more captivating. Let's probably it's the two different scenarios, but if someone records, let's say a movie vertically, you might not enjoy it, but if it is done horizontal, that landscape, which is like the normal television set, what will you view it on? So social medias, we have that option of, our phones are basically vertical, so it is more. But if you're going to if you put a vertical video on YouTube, there is a difference where the sides of the video will be black, and probably the audience, whoever is going to watch it, it might not really be
The
captivated.
presentation, it loses the
Yeah,
presentation.
it's basically presentation. So it depends on where you want to post that video. If it's TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, is the phone is vertical. I mean, it's vertical, so you can just go through and look at that video. But there are also those videos that on social media like Instagram. Instagram also allow that landscape, where some videos are landscape, and you begin to enjoy. So it's just more of presentation, basically what you are actually talking about. So it just depends, boils down to presentation.
Yeah, so patience, what I even feel is that at the end of the day, see with 16 by 9, which is the vertical, which is the horizontal, which is this landscape, it works with every platform.
Mm.
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, this works with every platform, even including TikTok. However, this way, the vertical one works with certain platforms, which is like TikTok. Do you understand? And because it's mobile and we're always used to, as Johnson was saying, we're always used to holding the phone this way. That is why those platforms are created that way. But again, just check where you're going to post your videos, where you're creating the videos for. But the easiest one that would work with all platforms, no matter what, is the sideways, that is holding it this way. And then there was a question, I think that's for you, Johnson, coming from Patience as well. So, what are you using to stand your phone to make this video? Which video is she talking about? Is it this one or the video presentation? So, maybe
No,
answer the two.
normally, the video presentation where the stand was, it was a tripod. It was on a tripod, and is either we talked about our stands basically. So there are phone stands, and there is also camera ones. If you have a phone, you just get in a phone stand where you use. Right now, I'm using a phone stand to put my camera on. But there are those phone stands that you can also put your camera. That's what I'm using. I know.
Okay,
So
what we would do is after this, I know this is live, but after this, I would go back and drop links to some of the, just so you be able to see some of the images of what this phone stand and camera tripod looks like. And another person, Ajay Sami, says, I don't really get the number 10 point on camera resolution. I think he's talking about the 1080p, 1920p, and also all these. Do you want to quickly go over the 1080p? What you mean by that? There's, all the resolutions that is out there.
in terms of video resolution, there are different video resolutions. The higher the resolution, the more space it will take on your phone, because the higher the resolution, the higher the megabyte of it will be. So, and the higher the resolution, the higher the quality as well of the video. So is looking at those things. The higher the resolution, the higher the quality of your video. So that's why we have HD, like we have HD, we have full HD, and it goes into the 4K, and those are different. That's because it's different resolution. So 4K is higher resolution. The quality of 4K is different from HD. So the higher the resolution, the higher the quality, and also the higher space it takes. So there are all these platforms that we use, the Facebooks, the YouTube, Instagram. They have different screen resolutions that you could use. So it's adjustable. So even if you shoot a video in 4K, you can adjust that video to make it fit into whatever platform you want to post it on. So resolution is the, like I said, the higher the resolution, the higher the quality, and the higher space is going to take. So it's not that there is a particular format, that one format that you have to use. Is basically how your video quality is going to be. If you are using the lowest video quality, the video will become blurry with you. It's just like you have a video, and the more you zoom in, it loses the quality. The more you zoom in on the video loses quality, because you are stressing it now. So it's basically that. So you can use
I think,
whatever resolution, really.
I think talking of quality, the same person also has. By the way, Ajay Sami is also a content creator. He's a YouTuber, and I'm sure that is why he's interested in knowing these things. Is it okay to compress video, though it reduces quality, but in order to post or send? Yes, I think this is what Josie was talking about with the various video resolutions. So if you said, Josie, you said the higher the resolution, the higher the quality, and the
Mhm.
higher the quality, the higher the space
Yes, it's
you
going to
need.
take.
And to add the last point, the higher the space, the higher the spec of your phone as well. They had the requirement, because
Mm-hmm.
say for example you're using a very old phone, and you're trying to record in high quality, and the phone might is getting weak or something. Your battery will go the battery life would go quicker. And so many, the higher these resolutions, the higher everything, in short. So what you can do is, because now uh you said there's HD, there's Ultra HD, and then there's even 720p, which is also
Mm-hmm.
HD. Sometimes if people record on that, that is also, it's decent enough. It's not the best, but if your phone cannot handle high resolution images or videos, you can get away with 720p, which is what Ajay Sami is trying to say. So I would recommend record in high resolution if your phone can record in high resolution, and then you can compress it so that when you're sending or when you're sharing, people can also see this. So I think we should move on to the editing part of this. It seems we got some people that are interested in pictures, but it feels like more are interested in video. So I'll play the presentation of the video editing. And I think I saw a question about that relates to this, that relates to Johnson, but I think I missed it. But let's quickly go to show the presentation of video editing and the app we're going to be using. So let me quickly show you let me give you an insight, guys. The app you'll be using, all these things we're talking about are things that you can achieve on your mobile phone. So please, my phone is one of the cheapest phones around. It is an Infinix, and it's doing a great job. So I'm sure most of you with your iPhones, you would even be able to do better job. So there's nothing stopping us now, because we have a powerhouse in our pocket. Many of us don't even know the advantage of what we are carrying about in with regards content creation. So we're going to be using Power Director to edit videos. So please go on Google Store, Google Play or App Store. Go and download this app. It is called Power Director. So try and download it and follow along every step that will be taught in the video presentation. Downloaded the Power Director app. What you're going to do now is click on it. You will see it will open like this. This is an app that I use regularly all the time. You can see I've got loads of projects on it. What you do is click this new project at the plus button, click on it, and you will see this command, this tray of information. What you want to do is you want to first of all name your project. Let me name it how to edit videos 2. Then you choose which of these formats. The 16:9 is the format that I will advise that you choose, because that's the professional format. But then the 9:16 is good for your stories, your Instagram stories, your WhatsApp status, your Facebook status, whereas the other 1.1 and the 4:5 is good for your Facebook or Instagram videos. But the good thing is that the 16:9 is the standard, is the professional standard, because you can always use that on any of all these other platforms. But you can't use all these other ones on the TV platform. So I would say go by 16:9 because that is the professional one, or just choose the one that you've shot your video with. So if you've shot your video holding your phone straight in the portrait manner, just to take 9:16, or if you shot your video in the landscape way, holding it sideways, then choose the 16:9. So that is it. I'll choose the 16:9. And what we want to do here is I can choose any of the videos that is already on my phone, but let me use stock video. Stock video means you don't have videos, you just want to use videos that are already provided by this app. This app is so powerful that it comes with stock videos. You can go there. What stock video do we want to use? Let us do a promo video for a hair salon. Let us do a promo video for a hair salon. And instead of just scrolling through to look for hair salon videos, all you have to do is click the search box and say hair stylists. Yeah, let's go. And there straight away we would see some videos. What you have to do here is just click on it and click the download button. So for example, that particular one that I've clicked on, I've downloaded it before, but for this purpose of this video, when you click on it, you see this cloud icon. All you have to do is click on it to download. But I won't be downloading here. I'll just add this one that I already have, add it to the timeline. And then this guy Babin, I already downloaded it. I'll add it to my timeline. And then I think I have one with the eyelashes. This one, I'll add it to my timeline. And then this thing I'm moving, this section I'm moving is what's called the timeline. So if I click on any of the videos, the timeline will come. But here you can adjust things if the videos are not the right way that you want it. If these videos are not in the right way that you want them to be, all you have to do is click on it to highlight it to have this golden shape, and then move to the beginning. Now the hairstyle video is in the beginning, the eyelashes at the middle, but I want the eyelash to be at the back. So move the hair to this position, and now it's all positioned the way you want it. Now to add text, go to your left hand corner. You would see this image that I've highlighted, the second one that looks like box. If you click on it, your text information will come, and let me scroll through to see which of these. See, you have all this text to pick from. This is a powerful app, guys. This is so powerful. I just want to see which one I want to use, and straight away I see what I want to use. You feel free to use anyone. I'm just using this because this is what is just catching my attention, and I'm going to name. So to edit the text, just click on the text itself, and I'm going to name this Missy Salon. There you go. So what I did to bring this is this right hand corner tick box that I've highlighted in blue on the right hand side, and you see Missy Salon. So obviously I want to animate this because that's not been animated. I want to animate this, and once you click on it, your lower tray, you see animation that has been highlighted blue, animation. When you click on it, it will show you animation. Click on that, and I want it to show hide right, so I'll click on that. Boom, I love that. And then you click again. This pen tool is where you adjust things. Click animation again. Now I want to animate out. So let's see what we can get. Hide left. So that's it. When you play this, you will see what it looks like, what effects you've created. We can change all that. All you have to do is click your back button to undo, and then click the back button to undo again. If you play, you will see there's no animation, and then we can redo the animation, because I think I want animation. I want a different kind of animation. Let's look at what animation is there. So I'll take this pop-up too for it to come in, and then animation again, animation to animate out. I'll now take this pop-up 3. So if we play, we'll see how it looks. Yes, you can see the information as it's coming in, and then you see it as it's going. I prefer that one. So in the remaining part where there's no text on this particular video, I want to write what we do in this salon, which is, let me use the braids. Let's say we do braids. So we create another text. Again, click the text icon, and I just want to look for the kind of text, pre-text that they have that I would like for this purpose. Let me just look for, okay, here, let me use this first one. Feel free to use anyone. You don't have to restrict yourself to the ones I'm using. I'm going to use this. Click the plus button, and again click on this, and then click on the text to edit text. And I'm just going to, I love using capital letters because I think they're bold. I'm going to write that we do braids, so we just do braids. I'm just going to write braids, then click this checkbox to add it to it. And it's too long. What you can do as well, you can just, because I want to, for the gents guy side, I'm going to write what we do with gents here. So again, I'm going to split this and just pull this in. This Missy a lot is a bit long, so I'm going to use it to half. And then what we do braids, I'm going to, so guys, just feel free to, you know, to move things about. And then this guy is on, I'm saying I'm going to edit it to show that we do gents haircut. Again, I love capital letter, gents cut. So we do gents cut. Again, I'm just, because this is going to be like a short video for our story to promote this on TikTok, on Instagram story, or Facebook story. So we want the entire video to be under 26 seconds. Now we do eyelashes as well. So I'm going to pull this again at the end of the video. I'll cut it to cut. Remember your pen tool, and then split tool, which is this highlighted one. It splits it, and then I want to change this to eyelashes. Eyelashes. Click to bring it in. Again, this is looking long. I want to end it somewhere there so it's not boring. We don't want our prospective clients to be bored with our video. You want your video to be sharp and sweet and quick. Then where can people find us? Let us say our business is on Facebook. We want them to contact us on Facebook. Remember, you want to add text, and on this there's already those Facebook icons. There's everything. So I can see Facebook icon here, add it to the video. And now you want to edit the Facebook name. Remember, our name is Missy Saloon, so we want to write Missy Salon. There we go. That is our name on Facebook. Again, we don't want this to be too long. We just want it to be under 25 seconds for your Facebook stories. WhatsApp status allows 30 seconds, so anything under 25 seconds is fine. And here, if you play this, you will see what our short video is looking like. Mrs. Salon. Braids, yes. Gents cuts, yes, we do hair cuts for guys. Eyelashes, that is brilliant. And you can find us on Facebook, Mrs. Salon. Okay, so cool. Now, one more thing we want to do to this is we want to add music so that at least there's some sort of sound. You can add your voiceover if you have voiceover, but if you're like me, I don't like my voice. I'm going to just use music, and there's stock music here again. So click on the music or film icon, which is this one on the left hand corner. It will go to stock video again. So go to, but we want music, so we'll go scroll down to where the music is, scroll to music, and then we'll go to stock image, and here you can just see trays of different kind of music that you might want. Any kind of music you want. Straight away, I want to use this blues. Go to the blues section. Here, any music you want, all you have to do is just click on it, play it, and download it. So let me go for this blues bomb. Okay, I already have that. So what you have to do is just click the plus button. It goes to your timeline straight away. If you notice the spikes on this music, you will see that the spikes are just there. In the beginning there's nothing, so I like this sound to come immediately as soon as you click play, because if you see, it took like 2 seconds before we could hear the sound. So I'll crop this to where the sound starts, and remember how we move things, just highlight it and push it to the beginning. That's it. So now when you click play, you can see that. So now what we have to do is at the end, let me play this. Okay, I love where the first high pitch sound comes in. So let me cut it there. I'll stop it there. So let's cut this, split. Remember to delete that, all you have to do is press this beam basket and that goes away. So I'll also push this in. You can pull as much as you want or cut it back. So I'll push it back so at the video finishes at the high pitch. Let's play that again. Wow, that is brilliant. That is amazing. Imagine what you've created for yourself. Imagine you're an hairstylist, or you're a business owner, or you're an artist, you're a creative person. You can create videos to promote yourself, your talent, whatever it is you want to do with this app. You can create your video in less than 1 hour. If under 30 minutes you can create your videos. So guys, there's one more thing I want to show you how to do, and which is how to add transitions to give more effect to your videos. So when adding transition, you can see that each clip, say for example this hair braid and this haircut and this eyelash, you see that in between them there's that joins them, there's like a rectangle shape. All you have to do is click on it. You can see it's highlighted in blue, and you will see a tray of different effects at this lower part. You see them come up, different ones. I love this film roll. Just click any one that suits you. You keep trying these things over and over. Test it. You will not spoil the app. You will not spoil your video. If you don't like what you've selected, all you have to do is just click this back button. So for now, I'm going to click the film roll for that, and then I'll move to the next cut the next joint between the last video and the next video, which is this. And then I'll select, let me go to slide. I love slide. And then I'll select one of the slides, anyone, it doesn't matter. Then I'll go back, play the video from beginning to the end again. That's smashing. Guys, this is amazing. I'm so happy with it. Just in less than 30 seconds, what we've created. This is powerful, guys. So there's nothing stopping us. We can create our own videos. Even when we don't have videos that we've shot, we can use this app to get stock footages, and there's nothing stopping us. If you follow the steps that Johnson has taught us, we can follow the steps and create our own videos using our mobile phone. So what the tool in your pocket is so powerful that you can create amazing videos. Now the final step is to export this video, and all you have to do is the right hand corner, the top right hand corner, that arrow key, click on it, the one that is highlighted blue now on the top right side, click on that, and you will see an array of different things to do. You can share to your Instagram, share to TikTok, share on YouTube, but I love to produce it and keep it on my phone first before I share to anywhere, because I want to watch it over and over to be sure that that is what I want. But don't overwatch and now end up not posting because you want to post. It's always better to create something, post it, get feedback from people online, people that you don't know, let them look at it and comment. So just produce and share. You can see your title is already saved. How to edit videos to full HD. Just use full HD. Don't try changing it to Ultra HD 4K. Full HD is good enough. Then click produce. You can see the app is doing its magic and it's producing, 36%, 40%, 45, 50, 55, 60. It will soon produce it. And that is it. That is it, guys. All you have to do now is play your video and watch it. That is it, guys. That is it. And we can't wait to see more of the stuffs that you've created. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us on that presentation. And I'll just try and go to the comment section again, because I think there's been so many comments dropping down there. One of the comments I believe is for Sodi, but we'll bring that on in a minute or so. Monica is saying, I'm really learning. Thanks a lot. I'm really learning a lot. I have to really improve more. Yes. There's always room for improvement. The more you do, the more you would improve. We were never at this stage as well. And I'm also still learning. And one of the good ways to also improve is whatever you've learned, try and teach it to another person, because the more you're teaching somebody, the more you're actually getting better on that thing. So teaching is also a good way of learning. So once you've learned something, just explain it to somebody else as well. Yes, the link, will send the link. And Agor is saying, is there a particular app for video editing? Okay, I think this must have dropped before we brought the editing presentation. Yes, there's an app that I use that I love, and that is Power Director. I'll put it back up again. Power Director. That is a Power Director. It helps, it's quite a powerful app. All you have to do is go onto the App Store, either the Apple App Store or the Android Google Play Store. you would see Power Director. Just type it Power Director. That is what it looks like, and it's got this blue logo, this blue like video camera or something, and you can see more than 100 million people have downloaded this. So it is really good. It's easy. One of the things why I like it is that it's very easy to understand. And I think I saw a comment, somebody saying okay, so with regards, somebody, Monica says, while posting a video on social media, why is it always dim and not that bright? I think there must be something wrong, either because when you post on social media, it doesn't. I know that Facebook sometimes reduces quality or something, but it shouldn't make it dim. It just depends on what you've edited. And if it's a video, you can, if you follow the steps on editing these videos, and there's also a way you can also increase brightness. You can also increase brightness. Once you download that app, try and just play around with it. You will see in one of the sections there how to increase the brightness of your videos if you feel you want it. Is the only video that one can edit with the app? Yes. So on this Power Director, I think it's best for videos. It's best for videos. In a way, probably you might be able to edit pictures, but we're going to do a picture editing presentation in less than 5 minutes now. So if you stay on, you will see another app that we use for picture editing, and it is also amazing and brilliant. Thanks so much for the answer. I have really benefited. Okay, thank you, Johnson. I think that is going to you. Yes, the app is Power Director. Power Director. Does it work with internet after downloading? Well, you don't need it to work with internet after downloading. Once you've downloaded and you've installed it, it works automatically directly. However, if you're trying to get videos from the stock footage, from the app stock footage, or you're trying to get videos from like your Google storage or something, then you will need the internet. But if not, if the videos are already saved on your phone, then you don't need the internet at any point to use the app. Do we subscribe to any of the features? If it is the features on the app, yes, it comes with a basic one which you can use. I think the only thing is just that they might put a watermark on your videos, and the basic is actually good enough. It's just that it will have watermark, and then I think you might not be able to access some certain features, like probably be able to use higher resolutions. But I think it's cheap enough as well to buy their subscription, and they have monthly subscription, and they also have one-off subscription as well. Yes, Power Director is amazing. We're going to go straight to the picture editing presentation, but before we go, okay, I was going to bring up the question for Sodi, but let's do the picture editing, and then we'll come back to all questions that we might have. Yes, Power Director app is really amazing. It can do a lot. Yeah, you can do a lot with the app. It's one app that I use, and I edit. You can even color grade on the app. You can do so much more on the app, but just because of time, I just decided to just do something very, very simple. Johnson, before we play the picture editing presentation, is there anything you want to add so far?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Now, I said, is there anything you want to add so far before we bring in the picture editing presentation?
No, I think that
With
is
what the
that is.
comments and what people have been saying?
I mean, app. Yes, I use the app as well. It does because there's one thing to edit on basically your desktop or on your laptop, and trying to get that onto your phone. So is you have to have the right softwares or the right equipment to do that, especially when I use an iPhone. But with the app, it just once it's downloaded because most things is just on the go. So I could be on a train or on a bus and can just do a quick video of the editing and post it because just on the go. So it's really really efficient. So I mean I use it as well, on the go videos that you just want to post. You don't need too much editing. You just quick and post basically. So it's really
Okay.
helpful as well.
Okay. Ago also said, is there a particular app for video editing? Yes, which is the Power Director is brilliant app and it works for Android and iPhone, like removing background noise and reducing the specific. So that Power Director, you can actually reduce background noise. All you have to do is once you click on the pen tool, it gives you the option of what you want. Then click on the volume icon, and once you click on that volume icon, you will see where it will say reduce background noise, and it automatically does a good job, or you can now manually adjust it. So the app is really brilliant. Once you start using it, just try and press everything you can press. You can't spoil the app, and whatever work you've done, the app automatically saves it as well, so you won't lose your work. And if you do a mistake, you don't want to continue, all you have to do is click the back button. For time's sake, let's just quickly look at the picture editing, and then we'll come back to all the comments that we could have. And the picture editing, the software we're going to be using is Snapseed. This is the software. So if you want to quickly download this now, this is the time to quickly download it. Go on your Google Play Store or your apps or your App Store on your iPhone. This is what it looks like. Snapseed, Snapseed. And it's actually owned by Google. I think it was developed by a software company. I can't, maybe Nick, but then it's been bought by Google. So Google owns this and it's free. This one is 100% free. This is not like Power Director that they have some features that you have to buy and all that. But Power Director, the basic features will do a good job for you. So guys, Snapseed is the app that we're going to use, and let's
You've downloaded the Snapseed app, you will see it on your phone. All you have to do now is click on it, and this is the sort of look that it has. And to add any photos, all you have to do now is click anywhere here and go to your library. I'm going to select this one. And why have I chosen this picture? Because it looks, it's one of those pictures that that's been taken in the sun. And videos, you will see that this picture was properly taken on a bright day, open day. The sun is really shining high. But what is there is that this picture, because it was taken on the mobile phone automatically has set the contrast and has adjusted the brightness, and you can see that part of her face is bright while the other left hand side is a bit dark, and around her neck region is also a little bit dark. So what we want to adjust here is we now want to make it all kind of uniform and balanced, and also to edit the video to high quality standard. So what you do, you click on the tools, which is the pen icon, or you will see it on your own side. It might show as tool depending on what you want to do. Click the pen icon, and a tray of different commands, different tools. This app is so robust. You can see a whole lot of tools and commands have come up. The one you want first of all is the selective tool, which is this round circle with a dot. Selective tool. Click on the selective tool. Now, remember I said earlier on that the left hand side of her face is dark. So what you now want to do is you now tap the place you want to adjust, which is this left hand side. I'm going to tap it around her neck region because that's the darkest part. So you see, now once you tap that, you see that the tool that you've added, that you've tapped on the picture, you will see it. So it's showing you B for brightness. If you scroll up, if you touch the picture and you scroll up or down, you see the different commands you can use. B for brightness, C for contrast, S for saturation, and then another S for structure. But what we want now is the B for brightness. So that's scrolling up or down. Now, when you scroll right to left, I mean from left to right, it increases the brightness. You can see that all of a sudden the picture is looking a little bit brighter. And now if you see this top left icon that is showing like a book is being divided, if you click on it, you see the before and now you see after, before, after. Now you can still brighten it a bit more, but just be conscious that the more you are brightening, the brighter her skin color might be looking, and it might not be her real skin color. But in this case, you can see it's see, that was before, this is after, before and after. You can see it's a whole lot different. And if I move, because I think the selection tool where I added it is not actually giving me the best result, I can just try and push it, and when you're pushing it, you can see like a lens is showing you where you're pushing. It kind of magnifies it. So I want to push it towards her left cheek, upper cheek here, rather than where the neck is. Let me see what the result looks like. You see, so now the brightness is going to where I want it to be, because now I can see on her neck and her head. Let me now see if I move it a bit towards where on her jacket, where the collar of her jacket is. Let me see what I will get here, just around there. Let me see if it will be much better than so. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Yeah, I think I like it where it is there, and I can still increase it by just touching it and then moving the brightness a bit more. Say, let's see what 65 looks like. Don't go too crazy on these things, depending on the quality of the picture you've taken as well. Yes, I think that works for me. And I'm just going to click. So the lower part of this frame, you see a tick box, like a check box, and then you see on the left hand side, the lower left, you see like an X. That's if you want to cancel what you've done. But then if you look towards the right hand side, the bottom right, you see like a check mark, and I'll tick that to say yes, I'm happy with it. And if it's something you're not happy with, all you have to do is there's an arrow that shows like a back arrow on the top right hand side. You see three icons, the ones that shows like a back arrow. If you click on it, it's going to say, do you want to undo? If you say yes, undo, you're back to the dark image. You can see half of our face is back in the dark. But if I click that same back arrow again, it will show me redo. That is, take one step forward to where you came back from, and the brightness is back there. So again, what we want to do is I'm going to now click on the toolbox again, the tool icon or the pen. I'm going to take the selective tool again, and now I'm going to select the sky, the blue side of the sky. I'm going to select the color there. I want to just move it. Okay, so I've selected the blue sky, and what I want to do now, the last time we increased the brightness, but this time I want to increase the saturation of the sky. That is, I want to start to color the sky. So again, from left to right, you can see the blue sky is getting much more bluer, as in the color is coming out. If you go back, you see you're draining the color. But if you go, these are just little adjustments. Don't go too crazy on these things. If you go all the way, you see that the blue is it's blue, but it's not very natural to me. So I will just stay like 50, 55. And again, the check mark. Say yes to that. You can automatically see what the color is already looking like. The color is already popping. Let's see if we expand this. You can see the sky is looking very blue. The little girl's face is looking bright and radiant already, and the skin color is still looking natural. We've not lost anything. You see, that's what we had before, and that is what we have now. What we had before, what we have now. See, the sky wasn't that blue before, and our face was dark, and now see the difference. So there's a lot that we can do, guys. There's a lot we can do if we want to do more. Now there's no point increasing the brightness of this picture because it was shot in a very lovely day. The sun is out, and the only other thing here, these are just simple adjustments. So feel free, once all these tools are things you can do. Let me start from this top left. Tune image just means if you want to adjust brightness. Again, if you scroll up, you will see all the functions in that particular tune image. You can adjust brightness. As I said, there's no point adjusting brightness of this one because what I needed to do earlier on was just to adjust brightness of a particular side of our face. I don't want to adjust the total brightness. Contrast, if you want to, add contrast. So by the time you move, on this app, once you've added what you want, once you've picked from the tool, let me close this. So from this toolbox or this pen icon, once you click it, so if you're taking tune image just means you want to fine tune your image. You can see what's on is showing brightness 0. So assuming we want it to be brighter, once brightness is on, all you have to do is from left to right, scroll left to right. You can see it's getting bright, but as I said, the picture is rich enough for me. I don't need to adjust any brightness. If I go left, it will start getting dark. Again, I don't want to do that because the picture is rich enough. If you scroll up, you will see other functions like contrast. So once contrast is on, you can go right. You see, contrast just kind of adds some punch to it. But again, on this picture, I don't want to do anything with contrast. If there's anything I want to do now, is probably, let me play with the ambience. Let me see what ambience would give us. Feel free to play with anything here. Whatever you don't like, you can always click the back button or delete to take it away. The back arrow to undo whatever you've done that you don't like. So here, okay, I chose ambience. I just want to play with the ambience and see what I get. And just by scrolling from left to right on the ambience, I'm loving what I'm seeing with the ambience, what the ambience is giving me. Let me go all the way left to see. Okay, that is reducing the contrast a little bit. For some people, they might love that because that kind of looks natural. It kind of looks like you didn't edit the picture. If that is what you're looking for, then that's fine. But for me, I want a bit of color. This is a little girl, good smile, nice day. I want to kind of add some color to that. So, you can scroll it all the way up. Some people love colors showing this much. I love it, but because it's now reflecting on the floor is looking a bit golden. So I want it to show that it's a bit edited, but at the same time to still look as natural as possible. So I'm going to go for like 30, 35. Okay, 35 is okay. Again, the tick sign, the check sign to say, yeah, you're happy with it. Guys, if you expand this, you will see, look at where we came from. Look at where we are. You see what I mean? From this to this. From this was how we started. This is where we are. This was how we started. This is where we are. The jacket is looking brighter. Her face is looking well lit. All her face is now looking well lit, both left and right, properly lit. Again, one other thing we can do, see guys, feel free to use all these icons, feel free to test what they could be, what they can do. So if I click the details section, the details, if you scroll up or down, you know, as I said, once you add the function you want, all you have to do now to reveal other functions is scroll up, down, and then once you scroll up, just select the one you want. Here, maybe sharpening a little bit. Now, what would the sharpening do for us? So if I expand it, probably, yeah, the sharpening. So if you go left to right, you can see it's kind of sharper, but it's digital sharpening. So I wouldn't really go for sharpening because the phone is quite sharp enough. So the picture is sharp enough itself. You want to just, in this case, you don't want to overdo things. The image is sharp enough, but if at all I have to add sharpening, I'll just add maybe 3 or 5. Yes, maybe 3 or 5. Yes, just to satisfy people that are curious to know what sharpening will do. You can see it's all looking very sharp. You can see the details in our jackets. You see, you can see all the details in our jacket. So yes, I'll tick that. And now there are more things you can do. As I said, feel free to play with all these icons here. So feel free, if you want to crop, say your picture is too big, you want to crop it for any reason, this is how you crop. And it's got different kind of crops. If you want it for Instagram, I think Instagram is always 4.3. If you want it for YouTube, or 16:9. But in this case, I don't want to crop. Instagram is also square or 4:3, but in this case I don't want to crop, so I'm going to X from that. Click the toolbox again. If you want to rotate your picture, rotate, 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 rotate. But in this case, I'm not rotating because we have a perfect picture, because I already applied the 12 steps of taking great pictures. So the picture itself is good enough, but just to show us what we can do to add extra boost to it. Perspective is if you just want to change, maybe you didn't take the picture, your hand wasn't very straight, you want to kind of change the way it looks. That's perspective. If you want to change how it looks, just to make the picture balanced in one way or the other. But we already have a balanced picture. I love the way it is. I'm not going to add that. I'm just showing you all these things. For some people, they love to fine-tune their picture, make it glow. That is what this glamour glow is for. You can see glamour glow, it's circled there. So if I add glamour glow, it automatically comes in 5 different steps, 5 different shades of glamour glow. So if you start from the lowest, which is 1 is the lowest, you can see what it looks like, or 5, which is the highest. You can see it's all looking Everything is glowing. Is this what we want? Do we want it to be glowing like this? It's not bad. It looks nice. It has that orange feel. But again, I wouldn't take that. I think I like the way it is looking like this. But, if you want some glow, let me go for, we had 5, which was extreme, 1 low, it's not really showing anything. Let me go for 2. Check 2. Expand, just to see what it looks like. You see, it's looking nice. We're having a very dope picture. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Okay, so for me, so that we don't now make the picture look too over edited, there's one other one I want to just show. I'll show you everything you can add to this. Just depends on what you want. So some people want to blur. Okay, let's go back. You can see that the image itself, the camera, the phone camera already kind of blurred, made the background a little bit blurry. But if you want more, all you have to do is click on the tools. You will see where the lens blur is. Just read all these functions. You'll see where the lens blur is. Click the lens blur, and automatically there are different things you can do, just so you can increase the strength of the blur, and you can also increase where the blur is. I think you might need to pinch, pinch or touch the center, move it, and just expand this blur by pulling your hands. You will need 2 fingers to do this. So expand it to cover the height of the girl and the width, so that she's not blurred. And you can always change it the way you want it. But in this case, I'll just put it from her head to her toe. And if you increase the strength of the blur, you will see that almost all the things behind, outside is kind of white circular lines, is completely blurry. So it's completely blurred out. But again, you see what I mean? Everything is completely blurred out. You can see just only her isn't blurred. You see? But again, I don't want this picture looking over edited, so let me reduce the blur, the strength a little bit to say 15, to about 15, because we're not trying to see before after. And the good thing for blurring background is just to keep the focus on the image you want it to be on. So before after, you can see that our beautiful little girl is now in the center of the focus. So okay, I'll tick the box, I'll accept that. And before, after, before, after, before, after. We've not even added saturation. Let's see if we add saturation, what this will give us. So saturation is in your tune image, and if you scroll up, as I said, saturation, is looking too much. But for people that like overcolor, but that's looking too much. So I won't add any saturation, because when we added ambience, that already gave us a bit of saturation. So there you have, there you go, guys. That is how to quickly do a simple edit with this app. This app is very robust. You can see before and after, before and after. So again, feel free to play with all these tools, all these icons here. Feel free to play with it. Some people like to add vignettes. Vignette just adds some kind of darkness around your image. So you see, some people like to add that, but I'm not going to add any vignette to this picture. And that is it. Before, after, before, after, before, after. So feel free, just play with it. It's Snapseed. You can use this to edit any picture you take on your mobile phone. Even in the worst weather, when it's so dark, what you can do is, remember the steps. The selective tool helps you to brighten a particular part of the image, and that same selective tool, you can use it to also color any particular part of the image. You can use it to make a particular part of the photo very, very colorful. So that is it. Snapseed is very, very good for your mobile picture editing. Okay, and once you're done with your picture, all you have to do, once you're satisfied like this, all you have to do is, on the far right side, you will see this icon that looks like download with the arrow button. Then that is all you have to do. Download, click on it. Either you share, save, export. I'm just going to save. Save creates a copy of this picture. So save it, and that will automatically save. So it's showing all the things you've added to this picture. It's saving it. And that is a photo saved. View, and that is the picture. That is the final picture. Thank you very much. And we hope that you will join us on other trainings coming forward.
Yes, that's it, guys. That is it. And thank you for joining. And I think, as I explained earlier on, the app for that is Snapseed. Don't forget, you will find it on your Google Play Store. You will see this app there, Snapseed. Um, it's time to look through some comments that we were trying to get earlier on. Sodi, I think this comment is actually for you. What did the person say? Okay, passion. It's talking about passion. Oh, I think it was Johnson that was saying passion. Yeah, it was Johnson that was saying something about passion. So passion, I don't really think it's all about passion here, because I've been passionate about particular stuff, and I think everything, and I think there's something else we need aside from passion. Passion, confidence. I would say confidence, and just doing it. So, the what would you add to that?
Yes, passion is very good because that's what gets you started anyway, and you probably need passion to keep you going. So you do need passion in whatever thing it is that you actually do in life. To be fair, unless of course you're getting paid good money for it, and then you can kind of throw passion away and just focus on whatever it is that you're getting. But yeah, passion is there, but then it's also important that you look at to keep doing it, because sometimes your passion can fail you. You might be passionate about something and you do it a few times and it's not working the way you. Olumide is laughing because I think we've been in the same situation in the past. So you might actually be doing it, but it's not coming out the way you want it to. But you just need to keep going, because if you stop, then obviously that's the end of the road for you. So you just need to keep need to keep doing it, and you need to keep improving, and then also look at other ways of getting things done better. So, for example, today we've learned about editing videos. We've learned about editing pictures. Now, if you take, there was a comment about someone that took a picture and everyone said on WhatsApp that the picture wasn't good, and then what he now did was he improved by taking pictures and then asking questions first before posting it. Things like that can help. You've learned about Snapseed. You can take pictures, you can edit from there. Even with the Power Director, you can edit your videos, and then that can help. And then you just carry on. But the most important thing is you just need to keep doing it and don't give up. And obviously, that
Consistency.
consistency is very, very important. Consistency is very, very important. So yeah, you just need to keep doing it and posting those videos, and stop taking videos and storing them in your phone's memory, or just on the phone like that, please, because then it's not going to get you anywhere. You might be happy with the video, with the picture, but if you don't post them, people cannot review them for you.
Yes, brilliant. And this person, Patience, is saying, how do we use videos made by us along with the stock video? It's the same way. Just download the stock video, and then for the video made by you, just go. Once you click that video reel, it will show you the videos on your phone wherever your videos are stored. Just look for it and add it. So it's the same way you're adding this the stock footage. Is the same way you can add videos by yourself. Just keep trying these things, and yes, I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be filming and editing. And hopefully we also look forward to having you guys on our documentary, The Year of Story 2022. And our documentary is our Scotland, the Scott refugee stories. So we really look forward to seeing more amazing videos from you guys. And if anybody has any questions after this video ends, just you know where to get us. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Olumide Fadeibi, and so is Sodi on Facebook and Instagram, Sodi or Jewuyi, and Johnson as well. Johnson is also available on Instagram. I think it's Johnson Junior. So you can always reach us. And before we sign out, we just want to say a big thank you to the Year of Stories Fund for supporting this project, for sponsoring this project, for funding this project to be able to let us show how to create content using your mobile phone and how to take amazing pictures. And until next time, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining, and see you again soon. And I can't wait to see the videos and images you've created. Bye.